last relationship. Look how good you treated him.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are on the road, baby, because I said this year I am not playing. In 2024 I am ready to be rich on content. Okay, so I decided to pick up my camera at 10:21 at night. It's a work night, and I'm just like, I was reflecting and just thinking about where I am in life, and I was on live on Instagram and I was just talking about a lot of things, and like, I'm just so grateful for how far I've came, because Lord have mercy, it has been a whirlwind. And I just remember, like, I was looking at my memories on Facebook and like, I was just complaining so much. I still can't find a job in my field. Why is it taking me so long? And I remember just being, I just remember comparing myself to the people that I went to school with, like close friends and my cousin. They were all in jobs in their field right after college. And I just felt so discouraged. I felt like because I moved back home that was the worst decision I probably could have made. But at that point, I couldn't even afford to move back out of town because I wasn't working for real. Like, I was finding these like low, bottom of the barrel jobs that wasn't paying me enough. And I stayed at home till I was 26 while all my friends were like living their best freaking life. And I just kind of wanted to talk about like the power of comparison, and how basically when they say comparison is a thief of joy, everybody's journey is not what, everybody's journey isn't the same. And you really have to know that and believe that in order to be like, in order to maneuver through this life. You know what I'm saying? I would do it all the time. I'm just like, why am I not where I want to be? And I'm putting in the work. It's not like I'm not doing anything or I'm sitting around. And I just kind of wanted to come and talk about that for a bit. Like I said, when I first moved back home from college, which was in 2014, it took me so long. I was working like office jobs. My field was criminal justice, so I'm like working at like these little mortgage places. I had finally found something that was kind of like semi in my field, but the pay was so trash, and it was actually a bachelor's degree required. And I'm just like, this cannot be real. This is not my life. Like, I picked the wrong degree because like I went and spent all this money to go to school, and like, this is what they paying. And honestly, I went through this whole phase of where like, I went to school, there's no way that I should be paying. I mean, I should be working 2 jobs. What the heck was the degree for? And I really went through that little phase or whatever, and I just really had to sit back and think like, baby, we all struggling. Like, ain't nobody no different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going through some type of struggle, no matter what it is. So I had to really put that to the side and like really put my big girl pants on and like really focus, really buckle down and figure out what I wanted in life. And don't get me wrong, I did get a few jobs in my field, honestly. Like, right now, both of my jobs that I'm working are in my field, and I couldn't be more grateful. But I just want to tell my younger self, be patient. Don't compare yourself to no one else. It's your journey. And it's really important to just express that. So if you're watching this and you just find yourself comparing yourself to someone else or somebody that you're close to because their journey is just, they're flourishing right now and they're making things happen, just know that your time is coming. And just be, just be patient, for lack of anything else to say. Be patient, put the work in, because it's not going to just come to you. You do have to go through it and put the work in. I remember I was working at the juvenile. Oh my God, it was like one of the worst jobs I could ever even imagine. I felt like I was in jail too. I know people work at adult prisons, but like, I couldn't even imagine that. If this is what juvenile is like. And I was so miserable. I worked afternoons every single weekend. And I remember people telling me, like, I just met so many people who are just so wise beyond their years, who was just like, be patient. This is gonna look good on your resume. You're gonna be able to work wherever you wanna work after that. And like, now I'm at a job where the pay is not everything that I imagined, but the flexibility is like something that I couldn't even imagine. Like, I'm off on all breaks. I'm off in the summer. I get off at a decent time during the day. So being patient allowed me to have that experience, because if I wouldn't have worked at the juvenile, I wouldn't even be able to work in the position that I work in now. So it's just like, you have to go through things to get somewhere. And like, even with my journey in content creation, I feel like I'm putting in the work. I'm learning how to edit better. I'm doing what I need to do. And I see other girls get online and post a 6-second video where it's like barely any editing, barely any good lighting, and they're making $10,000 to $20,000 with digital products, or they're getting the views, they're getting the subscribers. They're doing all these things that I'm like, what am I doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? You start to self-doubt, basically. And I just want to be the one to tell you, like, don't do that, because you just never know. And I remember seeing a story of a girl that I follow on Instagram, and she kind of like went back and told her story of like her journey of content creation and how she became this influencer, and how after 10 years she's finally getting the recognition that she deserves, like getting invited on brand trips, going to all these nice meetups and things like that. And I'm like, well, why am I not getting invited? And here she is saying, like, it took me 10 years to get here and I'm just not starting. So it's just like, walk the walk. Like, you're really passionate about it. It's not just about money. It's not about networking. It's not about nothing but being passionate and really walking that walk to get to see the things that you want to happen. So I remember just thinking like, wow, I never even knew she had been making content this long. And then the rooms that she had already been in just before she even got to the place that she is in. Now I was like, oh, she really know people. Like, she really is that girl already. So thinking that she just like some regular girl that just started making content and getting all these things, it made you compare yourself. Like, well, what am I doing wrong in comparison to her? She's not really posting on Instagram. I'm posting on Instagram and TikTok. Or she's not really posting on YouTube. I'm posting on here. Just stop. Literally, it's the thief of joy. It'll have you up all night racking your brain trying to figure out what's wrong with you when it's absolutely nothing wrong with you. Your walk is destined for you. I'm a firm believer in divine order. I feel like everything happens for a reason. I believe in the law of attraction. I feel like you should talk about things that you want to see happen. I feel like that is how things come into fruition. So just take that as a word of advice from me to you. Do not compare yourself. Put in the work. Do the strategies. Buy the journal. Write down what you want to do for social media. Write down what you want to do to get this job. You study for the LSAT if you want to take the LSAT and go on to be a lawyer. Do the work. Put in the work. And I feel like that will help you succeed. Comparing yourself to other people is just wasting your time, honestly. And I've never really, well, my close friends know that I was doing that, but I was really self-sabotaging myself because there's no reason. My friends still love me no matter what. There's no reason to feel like I'm inferior to them because maybe my job doesn't pay the way that theirs pay. They will be like, I'm so proud of you because I wish I could get on social media and do the things that you're doing on social media. And it's like everybody, and I remember telling my cousin this too before, everybody has something that they wish they could be doing that somebody else is doing, no matter what. You may not have the best paying job or the best car or whatever the case may be, but it might be somebody behind you that's like, dang, I wish I at least had the car she got. I wish I could just go to that job. I wish I could get my hair done every 2 weeks. I wish I could, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has that. Now, whether it's me looking up to my friends like, dang, I wish I made that amount of money. Now, you wouldn't be able to tell me nothing if I made that amount of money. It's gonna be somebody that she's looking at that she like, well, dang, I wish I made that amount of money. You will stress yourself out comparing yourself to other people. That's all I had to say today. It was just on my heart, and I just wanted to come on and make a quick video because I'm just proud of myself, and I just wanted to pat myself on the back because I have been putting in the work. I have been making things happen. I have been consistent with what I am trying to accomplish. And I really when I really think about it, you can really get on social media, Alexis, and make money. Do you know how hard that really is when you really think about it? You are really doing the thing. So I started out with social media with my doormat business. I made $40,000 and I was just like, dang, how did I do that? $40,000 just by getting on TikTok and posting that I make doormats. No real crazy editing, no real storyline, just, hey, I make doormats. Do you want to make them too? Take my class. Do you know how powerful that is? How I can get on a social media platform and gain 18,000 followers. I can gain 50,000 followers. I can gain 36,000 followers, 38,000 followers, and make money. Now, it may be like, well, why I'm not selling out my webinar in 24 hours? But maybe 3 people bought it. 3 people bought your webinar. You know how big that is, how powerful that is, that somebody can trust you enough to spend their money to learn from you. So I just have to tell myself that, like, you are still someone that's doing something very big, no matter what that looks like. So hey, That's all I wanted to come on and talk about. I know it was a mouthful, it might have sounded like a ramble, but I had to say it. I had to get it off my chest. Comparison is a thief of joy. Be joyful, be grateful. It's your walk, it's your journey. Don't be discouraged, put the work in. Anything else that I can think of to say, if I didn't say it, I said it, okay? I hope you take this video and just really feel motivated to do whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Thank you all for always watching, always tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I am out, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.